The air outside the stadium felt electric, buzzing with excitement as thousands of fans gathered in pastel outfits, sparkling makeup, and handmade friendship bracelets. Among them stood Aiden, a quiet, soft-spoken 22-year-old who had saved for months to attend Taylor Swift's concert. He wasn't the loudest Swiftie, nor the flashiest, but he was the kind whose devotion ran quietly and deeply, as someone who found solace in lyrics during lonely nights and stitched hope into his life through melodies. It wasn't just a concert for him. It was the first time he had allowed himself something purely joyful after years of putting his family first. Tonight, he felt like he was finally stepping into a world he had only watched from afar. Inside the stadium, lights twinkled like stars scattered across the ceiling. Aiden looked around, taking everything in: of the giant screens, the shimmering stage, the roar of the crowd chanting as the clock counted down. His heart thumped when the lights suddenly went dark, a broken bar, and then erupted into brightness as Taylor Swift rose onto the stage with a smile that could melt mountains. The crowd screamed. Aiden felt tears prick at his eyes. He never cried in public, but this moment felt like something sacred. He sang along to every lyric, his voice cracking but happy. For the first time in a long time, he felt seen, even in a crowd of thousands. During Enchanted, his favorite song, he lifted the small sign he'd made, "Your music saved my life." He didn't expect anything to come from it. It was simply the truth, but destiny had a funny way of noticing even the quietest hearts. Taylor glanced in his direction, her eyes catching the sign. She paused for half a second, then gave a small, warm nod. It wasn't much, but to Aiden, it felt like a universe unfolding. After the show, while the stadium emptied, Aiden lingered outside, sitting on the grass, unwilling to let the night end. He replayed every moment in his mind, breathing in the distant sounds of laughter and car engines as fans left in waves. He didn't know that his real story was about to begin. A soft voice interrupted his thoughts. "Hey, can I sit?" Aiden looked up, startled. Standing in front of him was a girl maybe a year older than him, with a pastel pink jacket and a smile that teased the nuts inside anyone's chest. She held a handful of friendship bracelets and smelled faintly of vanilla. "Yeah, sure," Aiden replied, scooting over. She laughed gently. "You look like someone who's not ready to leave the magic yet." He smiled. "Caught me. I'm Lena," she said, sitting cross-legged beside him. "Tonight was my 5th Taylor Swift concert." "5th? That's incredible. I could barely afford this one." She shrugged playfully. "We all love her in different ways. What matters is we were all in the same room tonight." Something in her tone felt familiar, a kind, grounded. She wasn't like the loud groups rushing around for aesthetic selfies. She was calm, like a melody that settles rather than explodes. "So," she continued, "what's your favorite era?" "Speak now," he answered immediately. "The storytelling, a broken bar, it feels personal." Her eyes lit up. "Same. Did you cry during Enchanted?" "I cry every time," he said truthfully, and she giggled. The conversation flowed with surprising ease. They talked about albums, lyrics, heartbreaks, and fears. It felt like they'd known each other for years, not minutes. When her phone buzzed with a message from her brother waiting in the parking lot, she stood reluctantly. "I guess I should go," she said. "About a broken bar, I kind of loved talking to you." He felt warmth rise to his cheeks. "Me too." Lena hesitated before offering him a bracelet from her hand, a purple one with silver letters spelling Enchanted. "I made this tonight," she said softly. "I want you to have it." Aiden blinked. "Are you sure?" "Yeah." When Taylor looked at your sign, your face lit up in a way that I don't know, it just felt real. "It's nice meeting someone who loves something purely." His fingers brushed hers as he took the bracelet. It felt unbelievably meaningful. They parted with a shy wave, but something inside him tugging like a lyric left unfinished. Days passed, but he couldn't get Lena out of his mind. The bracelet stayed on his wrist like a small, joyful reminder. He wanted to find her, talk to her again. learn everything about her. But they hadn't exchanged numbers. It felt like losing a song before learning the chorus. One evening, he posted on a Taylor Swift fan group, "Trying to find someone I met at the Eras tour. Her name is Lena. She gave me a purple Enchanted bracelet." He didn't expect anyone to reply, but the post exploded overnight. Fans commented things like, "Swifties will reunite you. Do you have a picture? Describe her bracelet design." By morning, someone finally messaged him privately, "I think I know who you're looking for." His heart pounded. They sent him an Instagram handle. It was indeed Lena, her profile full of concert photos, friendship bracelets, and soft pink aesthetics. He hesitated before messaging her, "Hey, a broken bar, it's Aiden, the guy from after the concert." She responded almost instantly, "Aiden, I was hoping it was you." Relief washed over him. They talked for hours about music, life, dreams, everything. Soon, their chats became daily, and then calls, then video calls. Aiden found himself smiling at his phone like a fool. Lena had that effect. She was sunshine in soft denim, comfort in human form. After weeks of talking, she finally asked, "Do you want to meet again?" He didn't even need a second to answer. They chose a quiet local cafe copyright decorated with string lights and old vinyl discs. Aiden arrived early, nerves buzzing like a guitar string pulled too tight. When she walked in, wearing the same pastel colors and warm smile, he felt like a lyric finally finding its melody. "You came," she said, breathless. "Of course I did." They sat, talked, and laughed until the cafe copyright closed. She touched his bracelet and smiled. "Looks good on you." "It feels like a broken bar hope," he replied. She looked down, cheeks pink. "You're easy to like, you know." It wasn't said as a flirt. It was said like truth. As they walked outside, a snowfall began, a soft flakes drifting in slow motion. Lena lifted her face toward the sky, smiling. "This feels like a Taylor Swift music video." He chuckled. "Then what's our soundtrack?" She stepped closer, eyes warm. "Something from the Love Story era, probably." His breath caught. She reached out and gently took his hand. He squeezed back, feeling something unfold inside him. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Their meetings turned into long walks, shared playlists, and late-night confessions. Their connection grew naturally, unforced, like two verses written to belong together. Aiden fell for her quietly, deeply, unexpectedly. And one evening, as they sat on the hood of his car under a star-filled sky, Lena leaned her head on his shoulder and whispered, "You know, a broken bar meeting you was my favorite part of the whole concert." He swallowed hard. "Even more than seeing Taylor?" She laughed softly. "Don't make me say it." Aiden looked at her profile, her gentle eyes, her soft smiley, and realized the truth carving itself into his heart. "I think I'm in love with you," he whispered. She turned, eyes shimmering. "Good, because I've been in love with you." Their kiss was soft, quiet, like the moment the world finally exhales. It wasn't dramatic or rushed. It was simple, perfect, like the bridge of a song settling into its final chorus. Months later, when Taylor Swift announced her next tour, Aiden and Lena bought tickets the minute they went on sale. But this time, they went together. And when Enchanted played, they held hands tightly, their matching bracelets glinting under the lights. Aiden lifted a new sign. "I found my love story because of your music." Taylor saw it, smiled, nodded again. But this time, the moment wasn't about being noticed. It was about theme, two fans brought together by chance, music, and the magic of a single enchanted night. Their love wasn't loud or dramatic. It was gentle, steady, and beautifully real, like a song written in the spaces between lyrics. A love story worthy of a Taylor Swift album, and one they would keep singing for the rest of their lives. "Just tell me,